And right now it's my pleasure to introduce you a gentleman who joined us in Helsinki. He's a great jazz musician. He has worked with some of the biggest names in the music industry. Would you please welcome Professor Bill Prince?
School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, all to the tune of a hickory stick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my classroom. You're my students, now I'm the professor. The opening tune, besides School Days, I'm sure you all know that, but this tune we just played was called Strutting with Some Barbecue. It was composed by Louis Armstrong, one of our great jazz trumpet players, born in the city of New Orleans, the year 1900, on July 4th. And he recorded that tune way back in 1925. Now, you're all familiar with Louis Armstrong, I'm sure. And you know that he recorded literally hundreds of songs. And, you know, just as soon as he would record a song, he would forget it. This next tune fits that category. They recorded this tune. Now, the band is on the road playing everywhere, and they start getting requests for this one song. So one of the members of the band actually had to go out and purchase the recording. They all had to sit down and listen to it and learn it all over again. Here is Hello, Dolly. Armstrong improvised, which he did so eloquently, he would often quote other songs. So now I'm going to play another chorus, still on Way Down Yonder in New Orleans, but I'm going to insert a whole bunch of other songs. Now, class, your job is to identify those songs. Okay, let's see how you did. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The first tune. I'll never say never again. I'll never so, you know that one.
Oh, yeah.
Then the night that you told me those little white lies. Candy, I call my sugar candy. Oh, I wish I were in the land
Dixie.
of cotton. That's Dixie, of course. Then we did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You got that one.
I know you caught that one. Goodness, what was next? Thank you. Sweet Georgia, no gal maida's got a shade on. Sweet Georgia Brown. And then finally at the very end, pack up all your care and woe. Here we go singing. Bye bye blackbird. Okay, how many of you folks got all of those tunes right? How many of you recognize the melodies but maybe didn't come up with the titles? Okay, we're going to have to work on those grades, class, because you realize you have to pass my exams if you expect to be let off of this ship tomorrow. While we're dealing with New Orleans, how many of you have been to New Orleans?
Yay!
How many of you have been to New Orleans but don't quite remember?
Yay!
The majority, of course. if you happen to live in New Orleans, say about 100 years ago, and unfortunately had to attend a funeral, what you might have had was a marching band leading you from the funeral home to the cemetery, playing a tune such as this, a hymn or some kind of a slow dirge, maybe a folk song. And then after the body has been laid to rest, now you're walking back to town, the same band will take that same song and now they will brighten it up and jazz it up. And this is one of the beginnings of jazz, those New Orleans funerals. How about this band again? Wow.